Emisiunea Alfa Omega TV în Obiectiv l-a avut ca și gazdă în studioul său pe Robert Fernandez, producatorul emisiunilor de desene animate Torchlighters. Renumitele povestiri misionare pentru copii au câștigat locul întâi pentru cel mai bun scenariu la decernarea premiilor Crown Awards.
Torchlighters this year was given an award for best screenplay for the William Tyndale story, and we were very happy with that. It was quite an encouragement to us, because it was a difficult story. William Tyndale was a difficult story. It's a lot to put in 30 minutes and in a way that children could understand it. And we won several other awards there for Torchlighters this year, and we've won before as well. Torchlighters has won not only at the ICBM, but it's won also at the Houston Film Festival Award. It's won in Switzerland. It's won in South America. It's won in several different places. So we're very thankful to God for that. All glory goes to Jesus.
Vizita lui Fernandez în România s-a datorat dorinței sale de a realiza un nou episod de desene animate Torchlighters, care să relateze viața lui Richard Wurmbradt.
I'm in Romania right now, and I'm very happy to be here because we're working on the story of Richard Wurmbradt. And Richard Wurmbradt and his family, Richard and Sabina and Michael, were a family that really suffered for their faith. Richard was in jail, in prison for about 18 years. A lot of torture. He went through a lot of torture. And I remember when I became a missionary many years ago, I think I was 18 years old, I remember that it was a requirement to read Tortured for Christ by Richard Wurmbradt. Because it was such a good example of somebody that was really proud of their faith and really stood up for their faith for the sake of others. And so we're here in Romania to record the voices in English, but with a Romanian accent, and also to do research in Romania so that we get the right look of the buildings, the historical part of it. And that's what we're doing here. And I would like to say that we know that Richard and Sabina and Michael Wurmbradt, they're very well known in the Christian world, but we also know that they represent many other people and families who are not famous, who are not well known in Romania, and who really suffered for their faith in Romania. So even though we're highlighting them, we're really honoring the Christians of all ages and of all time in Romania.
Întreaga serie de emisiuni pentru copii, Torchlighters, se transmite acum și în România prin televiziunea Alfa Omega TV. Astfel, în fiecare zi, de la orele 9 și de la orele 15 după masa, cei mai mici telespectatori ai postului nostru de televiziune se pot aduna în fața micilor ecrane pentru a urmări câte un episod din această serie de desene animate.
Torchlighters is a brand new series. It was created the concept was created about 4 years ago. And the idea was to create a program that was going to meet the needs of children that are 8 to 12 years old. We felt that there was a lot of material that was being produced for very young children, and then there was a lot of material that was being produced for teenagers, but there's an in-between age there of 8 to 12 that needs material appropriate for them. And because we feel that children of that age are at risk because of so many things that are going on around the world, and they have so much accessibility to things that are bad for them, we felt that they needed something that would help them to give them an encouragement to stand up for their faith. So we highlighted Christian heroes, people that had conviction, people that were proud of being Christians, people that sacrificed and gave their lives for the sake of others, to hold them up as heroes so the kids could have somebody to look up to, so they could say, okay, these are the same people that I want to belong to. I want to be like this. And maybe not on a great scale like, Tyndale or Bunyan or Eliot, but so that they have conviction when they go to school. It's like you don't have to wait to go to a different country or to be able to stand up for your convictions. You can stand up for your convictions at school. You can stand up for your convictions with your friends, and be known as a Christian. And as somebody, we felt that sometimes people are a little bit, sometimes Christians have a reputation of just being very quiet and just not doing anything. And that's not always the case. Sometimes God calls us to be quiet, and sometimes God calls us to stand up and be noticed, And so this series was created to inspire children that to belong to God and to serve God and to love God and to read His Word and to obey God is a cool and a wonderful thing.